when Nebuchadnezzar said, as an edict, that every time the instrument is played, and every time certain instruments, he made reference to several instruments, every time it is played, we would bow the knee to gold. And he made a golden image, and that image was to be bowed to. Why he picked music was an interesting idea. That it would be music that you bowed the knee to. I just, that caused you to bow the knee to gold. That always caught my attention, and after years of looking at that, I wondered, is that still happening? And then I looked at it and I just dug around in the scriptures and found that there was never Nebuchadnezzar paid a high price for these crazy things that he did, such as he'd be laying out in the field somewhere eating grass. So he lost his mind, but there was never that law was never rescinded. Nobody ever said, and now the new law is you don't bow the knee to gold when music is being played. That's the new law, and I'm the new ruler to make the new law. That wasn't there. But what happened is that Nebuchadnezzar wanted everybody to bow to him. He wanted to be God, obviously. And finally he realized there is, the God of Daniel is the one true God. And he did finally recognize that. Did that law get rescinded? Not in scripture anyways. Someone might have said, well, I'm not bowing the knee to gold, and you go from there. But in music, in the world of today, we advance that today, I played in the studios for years specifically to play music for gold. You make gold. And so what are we doing? Well, I'm sacrificing everything that I understand about music to play this little small part in this song, because this song will appeal to the multitudes, and the multitudes will give us gold. They'll give us money, and so that's how we stay in business. We play the music they all want. And so if you get into the studios, and the producers will give you these little hints on how to play the music, and one of the hints is don't make it too complicated. Don't make it too good, as they often called it. If it's too good, it won't sell. Isn't that interesting? Because we're trying to appeal to a larger group of people. We got somebody who would like it to be much more sophisticated, and we got someone who'd like it to sound like nothing. And so you're trying to make a balance in between to get the masses. And so one of the explanations one day while we were playing country music was, if a truck driver can play the song, then that's the way we want it to be recorded. And in truth, there's nothing really wrong with that idea, except it wasn't to please a truck driver. It was to make gold. It was for gold. It was never to please the people. It was to make money, a lot of money. So they're still bowing the knee to gold. And what ultimately happened in this, and as we can see it, then when I got into the church and was doing music in the church, you did music that pleased the largest amount of people, not the few, and definitely not what pleased God. We assumed that if I pleased all the people, that automatically pleased God. But what if he made me to be a much more intricate musician? What if he made me to be much more than I'm offering in the church? What if that was the case? Then what? Then I was preferring what was being given to the masses versus than what God made me to be. Because I'd like to say, I've been playing the guitar a long time. I can play certain things pretty well, and other things I don't play them well at all. That doesn't mean maybe with a lot of practice I might be able to do it. It doesn't make any difference. It just means the things that I do very well in music, if I offer it to God, is that not what he made me for? Did he make me less than that, and he would take less? He doesn't take less offering. He takes the most you have. He takes the best. Always does. He always does. Even on down to the widow's mite. That was all she had. He accepted that. See what I mean? And the rich man, he wasn't going to accept it until it was all he had. You see what I mean? So it isn't the amount. It's never the amount. It's all you have. If you don't offer all that to God, then he's not listening. He's not hearing it. So if I offer him half of what I have, because that half makes the multitudes happy, do you see my point? I'm not offering anything to God that he's going to listen to, because I'm worried about making people happy and not even trying to reach God. If that makes any sense at all.